Alright, so Season 4 for Modern Warfare has dropped, we have seen the roadmap, we got some patch notes, and mostly it doesn't really matter to me. When it comes to Warzone changes, those aren't really my forte. When it comes to standard multiplayer modes and Warzone 50v50, I do have a lot to talk about, especially the new weapon, and I guess we'll just get into this. So, first of all, shout out to Infinity Ward for making this really hard for content creators like me. I don't have really fast internet. Thank you for giving me an 86 gigabyte download, not giving us the roadmap until the day of its release and not the night before. And a big shout out for this season being sort of lackluster. It's not a bad season by any means, but it really makes Season 3 look better than this one. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about it, Season 3 is just the better season. We had more content at launch, and it was a little bit more substantial. At the beginning of Season 3, we had Backlot, Anya Incursion, and Sawmill all added on the same day. That is a great amount of variety. Today, we've got Trench and Scrapyard. You might be thinking, well, boom, there's also that new Ground War map. I can't play the Ground War map. I can't play it. I don't know where it is, but they didn't make a 24/7 playlist for it, so I have to go through every other Ground War map in existence, which is quite a few, and of course your first game on a new map isn't going to be very good, especially in Ground War when it looks like it's going to be a clusterfucky map, so yeah, I don't have any gameplay of it because I can't find it and I can't be fucked to look for it. Again, I am just sort of rushing this video out because I want to get a Season 4 video out, but Infinity Ward handled this very poorly. Infinity Ward, this is not how you release a season. This is bad. This is just bad marketing. You're just bad, okay? I'm just a little irritated because the new content's not bad. I guess we'll get to the positive stuff first, but then I need to rant about this for just a second. So far I've been able to use the new SMG, the Vector, the Fennec, or whatever they call it. It's very fun. Very fast firing, great close quarters SMG. It's gonna suck to get shredded by this up close, but that is what its intended purpose is. The Vector sort of reminds me of the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. It absolutely shreds when it comes to rate of fire, but damage and range, not so much. There are a lot of attachment options for this weapon, and my full review of this weapon will be out as soon as I can, hopefully this weekend if I can just keep grinding the gun out. That'll be really cool. I want to get reviews out for both of the new weapons very soon. I know I still haven't reviewed the Renetti, but it's a sidearm. You pull it out when you need to kill somebody and you're out of ammo. The dual wield got nerfed before I could review it, so I don't really want to review it anytime soon. But with these two new guns, they look like they're going to give me a lot to talk about and some recommended classes and things of that sort. So props on you, Infinity Ward. At least so far, this Vector's a lot of fun to play with. It doesn't feel blatantly overpowered, but it definitely feels fun, enjoyable, and competitive. So thank you. Let's hope I'm not wrong about that later down the line. The big nice thing I want to say about Scrapyard is that it's beautiful. The visibility on this map is phenomenal. I don't even want to do any color grading on this. This is how you make a map, Infinity Ward. This is beautiful to look at. I love looking at this map, so great job. Honestly, just great job. I have no trouble seeing people and making out targets. The only visual obstruction is the smoke pouring out of the truck, but that's intentional. That's supposed to cut off a line of sight, so it's a part of the map. There's no weird smoky, foggy, smoggy thing going on that a lot of Modern Warfare maps suffer from. So it's Scrapyard, and Scrapyard is Scrapyard is Scrapyard, but it's not ugly. So it's just a really pretty version of Scrapyard. Good. What else can I say? That's just good. That's what we wanted, right? And then when it comes to Trench here, I really like Trench, and it makes me think we need a 3v3 mosh pit that's just 24/7. We need 3v3 mosh pit. This is so much fun. We need Isle 9, Trench, Pine, any of the larger gunfight maps. We just need to have 3v3 mosh pit on them. It is so much fun. I heavily enjoy it. And this also reminds me a lot of Point du Hoc from COD World War II, just without blatantly overpowered shotguns, at least not in the lobbies I played. I'm sure I'll have some run-ins, but for the most part, I really like this. But we need a playlist that keeps all of these things able to be played in 3v3. I don't just want to play this as a gunfight map. In fact, as a gunfight map, I probably wouldn't like this very much just because of the nature of gunfight. But for just like 3v3 face-off, I really like this. My buddy and I also played Warzone 50v50, and it's a really unbalanced mode. It's kind of fun, but it's just sniping. The game really de-incentivizes you from dying because it has a delayed respawn and you have to parachute in. Yeah, it's not good. There's no squad spawning or anything. It's a bad game mode, I think, but it is fun to goof around in. If you just want sniper kills, that's great, because the the game mode just promotes you camping in the back with a sniper rifle. So just camp in the back with a sniper rifle. That's all it's going to be. They didn't design this very well. They should have had squad spawning, they should have more vehicles on the map, and they should make it a little bit more interesting. Also, why can't we private match on these chunks of the Warzone map? I mean, we still don't have Warzone private matches, which is just a shame. It's just a damn shame. Blackout allowed you to do that back in Black Ops 4, so I'm a little confused as to why we can't now. But especially just these chunks. I want a private match on these chunks, and especially in Ground War as well. Like, I really don't get keeping those out of private matches. As someone that loves to do private matches with my friends, I'm really irritated that we don't have access to the larger maps in private match. It's very frustrating. But later in the season, we are getting the anti-tank sniper rifle that Exclusive Ace has been talking about on his channel, and I am pretty excited about that. I don't know how it's going to work. I kind of hope you have to mount it in order to fire, but we will be getting an anti-tank sniper rifle later in the season. Also, we're getting a map called Cheshire Park, so I'm a little bit excited for that. You know, more 6v6 maps the better, in my opinion. Apparently, we're also getting All or Nothing, One in the Chamber, and Team Defender. I don't know what Team Defender is. There's also going to be Juggernaut Royale. There's going to be a lot of Warzone shit that I don't really care about. And also, there's a new melee weapon, which looks like it's going to be frustrating to die to. They're the Cali Sticks, and they're a 2-hit kill, but they're very, very fast. And then also, we have weapon mastery challenges, and this is kind of a big deal. You're actually able to unlock calling cards and emblems, I think stickers as well, for weapons that you complete certain challenges with. So if you use a weapon a lot, you don't just have crappy little obsidian camo to look forward to, you do get some crappy little calling cards and emblems, which I will likely never use, but it is cool that I am working towards something every time I get a kill with a gun. That is what I was talking about in a previous video about permanent progression. More things to work towards, the better. So, good job, Infinity Ward, that is a welcome feature. Honestly, this isn't a bad season, but I, don't really love it. It doesn't excite me. They released it so poorly. They delayed it for a week and still had a bugged launch where Xbox players had to install 86 gigs worth of shit. Now, luckily at the end of the install, it only ended up taking 4 more gigs on my hard drive. It did a lot of good file compression, but it's nothing worth writing home about. It's still a really long install, so that's not how you do that. Also, not giving us the roadmap ahead of time, that's not how you do that either. But now the game has some fresh content, some fresh air, and I'm excited to breathe it. I am honestly pretty hyped about this. Overall, I'm excited to keep playing the game. I do enjoy the game, and new content is the only excuse I need to play it more, stream it more, and start my platinum grind up again. So overall, it's positive. It's just, this isn't how you release it, and Season 3 was way more appealing when it came out. It had way more content on launch day than this does. And if you're wondering, Boom, why didn't you mention the new operators? It's because they're new operators. I don't do showcase stuff on this channel. I get asked this every time. I don't really care about cosmetics that much. I rarely talk about them, if at all. You can play as Captain Price now. Yay, they cheapen another character by making him a multiplayer skin. Way to go. Anyway, see you when I see you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm not angry, I'm just a little bit irritable because of this whole situation. Goodbye.